I survived a match with Andre the Giant. He took me up in a big vertical suplex, and not only was I scared to death, I mean, my toes curled up inside my boots. But when we got down there, I learned gravity is real. And how many of those can you take? I was at somebody's house, and they were watching television. They were clicking through the channels, and I said, whoa, there's Tony Little, and look what he's doing. And when I saw that machine, the first thing that I looked at is, number one, low impact. It's gentle on the joints. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. Because no matter how often you use it, you want to use it more. You get addicted to it, really. And if I can possibly be an inspiration to others, the way Tony Little has been an inspiration to me, get on the phone and get your Gazelle.
Man, I don't know how many ECW watch-alongs we've done over the past couple of years, but I don't think it's been many. We are going to watch ECW Living Dangerously, 1999, a phenomenal Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn match is on this card, and I put up a YouTube poll a couple days ago, and this show won with about 70% of the vote and just a little under 2,000 votes. So Living Dangerously ran away with it. We're going to watch some ECW tonight. I have very little memory of this other than the fact that I purchased this on pay-per-view. So I actually do have the original pay-per-view recording of this event, and I remember watching it on pay-per-view, but I have not gone back and watched this show in years. I don't even know how long it's been, and I think this took place, I believe, in March, because I remember it was right before WrestleMania 15, which I attended in Philadelphia. I kind of remember a little bit about that, but a lot of this is going to be, and I know Sid has an appearance on this, but a lot of this is going to be kind of like watching it for the first time, and I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully you guys are having a great Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome back to the channel, and we are here with yet another classic pay-per-view watch-along. Let me scroll over here to the chat and say hello to everybody while you guys go over to your Peacock, since it might be a little bit harder to find the ECW show than it is other shows. But we do have ECW Living Dangerously Season 2, Episode 1. Runtime, according to Peacock, is 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 36 seconds, so about the standard time for a pay-per-view. You guys can look around and get that pulled up while I say hello to the chat, knock out these super chats, and then in just a couple of seconds, or in just a couple of minutes, we will hit play together. And looking forward to this one. This should be fun. Good to see Joe Brill in the house and Tatanani. Yeah, Zach, I made that new scroll just for you. I put that together last night. I thought to myself, Zach will like that. Good to see you. And you are just, what did you say, 2 days away from a year-long channel membership. So you're going to be getting that nice blue badge here in the next couple of days. Welcome back. Good to see Ray Fran. Good to see Smitty and Rodrigo. Brandon McNeil and JJ Leg are in the house, along with we have Tatanani right on. We got some year-long members. Those blue badges are starting to turn up, man. That's really awesome. We Are Pro Wrestling is here. I might have a question for you. I need a refresher on my Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn history. The match that we're going to watch tonight is the rematch, right? And then they had the previous one. It was like late in 98. I forgot when it was. And I think I liked maybe the 98 match better than this one, or this one better than the 98. I kind of don't remember, but just make sure my memory is correct that this is, in fact, the rematch between these two, and Rob Van Dam won the first one, but I cannot totally remember that. Should have done some research before I came up here, but it's Sunday, and I don't like to do work on Sunday. Ray, I'm not sure if I got you. Brandon Barnes, good to see you. K-Dogs Kendall, another year-long channel member. Good to see you. 1 year officially. So happy to support you for this long. Much love to you and yours, Greg. Here's to the next 12 months. Yeah, we're entering another 12 months, and I really need to update that damn membership video, which I've got one ready. I just need to edit it and throw it together. It's just been busy, man. It's so hard for me to find time to do anything these days since I'm in the middle of my summertime business at work. The Juliet is in the house as well, and so is George Morris, sporting that blue badge and dropping in with a very generous $5 as always. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito? How edited will this be? It was the worst Dark Side of the Ring season yet. What do you think? I was not enamored with this season. I like all the Dark Side of the Rings. They're all interesting, but this particular season, yeah, I think it was a little bit on the underwhelming side, because a lot of these stories were sad, and a lot of these stories were just the same story, because so many wrestlers of that era and from back in the day lived the exact same lives. They all got caught up in the drugs and the partying and the booze, and a lot of them, it got a hold of them and took them down really, really dark roads, and that seemed to be the theme of the whole season. So yeah, I kind of agree with you there. This will be a pretty edited show, I'm sure. It's going to be tough to watch this knowing that none of the theme music that they likely used on the show is going to be intact for the Peacock version. I'd be willing to bet that all of it is edited, like all of it. So we will see how brutal this is to watch. And Tito, as always, is right below me, sleeping soundly, and he is good. I picked him up yesterday and showed him off on the podcast because he was messing around down here right in the middle of me talking about something important. So I lifted him up and said, "What's up, everybody?" Remember, I used to do that with Bub back in the day. We've got Big J in the house. Jay Lambo, not sure I've got you. And Zach chiming in with the $2. Glad you liked the new scroll. And the cameo by Lanny Poffo there was fun. Let me see who else is here. Andy Linnell is here. I think I got you. David Brown, good to see you as well. MJ Parker, not sure if I hit you yet. Ben Espinoza is here. Colin Wright, Right on. I think I've hit most of the shout outs here. Good to see a good handful of you in the chat. And I think it's about time to hit that play button. That way the stream does not go too far past 3 hours. So if we hit the play button here in the next couple of minutes, we will be within that 3 hour mark that we usually are for our streams. So let's rock and roll. Like I said, you want to go to the ECW tab there, find the Living Dangerously banner, click on that. We've got 3 total episodes. You're going to want to watch season 2, episode 1, Living Dangerously 1999, 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 36 seconds is our runtime. And I have queued up my fingers and I'm ready to go if you guys are. So we're going to do a 3, 2, 1 play. That's kind of how we do it. And you guys know the drill. All right, right on. Let me get my fingers queued up. I'm ready to rock if you guys are. Y'all ready? Let's do it on ECW Living Dangerously 1999. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, nailed mine perfectly. Oh, they're in Asbury Park. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Taz walks up, right? Yeah, I actually remember this. Yo, Taz. Cloudy, windy, cold beach day. Mm-mm.
My game plan is simple. You see, ECW tried to hide the fact that I busted Sabu's jaw a little over a month ago in North Carolina. They're trying to hide it. That's cool. I'm going after his jaw.
Going after his jaw. So it's Sabu and Taz tonight, I guess, right?
Like a shark. If it had blood and water. Like steak on shit. I will be after his jaw. When it's all said and done, I will still have the world heavyweight belt.
Yeah, Taz would be champ here in 99, and then he would drop it, and then he would head to WWE by the end of the year, debuting at the Royal Rumble. And then he'd come back and win it again, beating Mike Awesome in one of the most bizarre matches that's ever happened in wrestling. Ric Flair. Name dropping Ric Flair? That's random. Huh. Oh, he can't? You wait a couple years, buddy. Wait till that invasion angle kicks up. See, this is all ECW used to do. A lot of their shows and pay-per-views were like this, constantly talking about the other two companies. So you fans out there that think that AEW talks about WWE too much, you don't even know what you're saying. You don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, ECW, they did this so often. Everything they did was a response or a knock towards one of the two companies. Pretty cool looking crowd there. Convention Hall, Asbury Park, New Jersey. I always like the ECW kind of environment and vibe. It's how rabid the fans are. They're chanting, they're salivating, they got signs. You got all the regular Joes there in the front row. Okay. Good to see Vash Starwin up in here. Ooh, no predetermined draws, huh? Okay. All right, no Don King either. Good. Because if there's one thing I don't need on my ECW pay-per-views, it's a Don King. Oh, that's right. That's a FTW and ECW unification. Gotcha. Michael Cuomo, good to see you. Glad you're here too. So we started off with an outdoor promo by Taz. And now Joey Styles in the ring. All right. Now we're going to get the intro. Let's not skip it. Hey, at least we get the good old ECW theme intact. I'd hate if that got dubbed over. I love the ECW theme. Yeah, this was probably one of the last ECW pay-per-views I bought. I think I only bought about 5 total. And this might have been one of the last ones. Because I felt like WWE was really starting to run away with it, just the business they were doing. Even though they had a lot of shitty pay-per-views in '99. I attended 3 that year, all shitty. All right. Going right to the ring here as Super Crazy comes out. Feels like this is probably edited. This feels way too generic. The music. Definitely is. There's no way he's using this. Smitty, I forget who wrote it. It's something like something slash, not slash, but something with the word slash in it. Harry slash, I forgot. Something like that. That's the dude who did the ECW song. I forget the name now. Something slash. Okay, we're just going to keep the same music playing here for both guys. No audio, no commentary. Announcing Tajiri to the ring. Unless they're going to do it when they get in the ring. Oh, there's Joey Styles. Got a young Tajiri, young, very bland Tajiri, not doing his thing yet, not wearing his long gear. I'm not even sure if he was doing the mist at this point. Ah, there we go. Harry Slash on the slash. I knew I was right about the slash. Fox Star Killer. What's up, 8-month shoot brother? Sorry for the late chime in. Just joined the chat. Finally back to being part of these watch-alongs now because I got promoted and now my schedule has changed for the better. That's always nice. Oh yeah, congratulations on the promotion. Promotions are good. All right, this is going to be the first match here. Tajiri and Super Crazy. Right on. Yeah, I'm finally glad we're knocking out an ECW show. It's about time. Guilty as charged in January. That's right. I might have bought that one too. Oh. Check out those cameras in the front row. Yeah, I feel bad, like a lot of fans today's generation, they're never going to know what it was like to go to a show without a phone. It was a whole different experience, man. Nothing to look at, nothing to distract you. You're just reacting, watching the show, fucking around with people around you, showing off your signs. How many people in the chat have been to a wrestling show before phones were around? Let me know. Mike, I know you were. Mike's very old. His social security number is 1. Him and Jesus went to middle school together. This Smitty, this is in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Looks like they're in a little like auditorium or something because where the entrance is, looks like it's like the stage and they've set it up that way. Jeez. Japan versus Mexico. I love it. Nice. Yeah. So y'all remember? No phones? Now I can't even imagine. Now I record so much bullshit because I usually have to do a review and I want to record a bunch of crap. And even now I'm behaving much differently at shows than I used to. Now I kind of go for the double purpose of also being able to do a YouTube review. I recorded 2 hours of footage at WrestleMania this year alone. 2 hours. Used it all in my, and only probably used about 15 minutes of it in my review. Oh. Wow. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking Tajiri did definitely make a Raw appearance in this gear before he became Tajiri that we knew in like 2000, 2001. It might have been in 97 or something. I forgot when. But I'm pretty sure he did work a Raw match. You know, Tito's been sleeping underneath me. He's playing with this too. But he's sleeping in a different area from where he normally does. And he was doing it for like 2 days. And finally, I'm like, and it's real dark under my desk. And he just loves to hang out under here and sleep. But he's been sleeping like off to the side. I'm like, why are you sleeping over here? And so then I turn my flashlight on my phone and I shine it under there. And there's a turd on the floor, like a dingleberry fell off his ass. And so I was like, oh, that explains it. I wouldn't want to sleep next to a piece of shit either. But it's just dried up in the corner. I never saw it. It's been a piece of shit. It's been literally sitting on the floor here for 2 days. Finally found it. Got it out of there. So now I'm waiting for Tito to reclaim his area. Cat problems. Always picking up turds. Oh, Super Crazy's going. I love the ramps that connect the ring. I'm hoping that AEW does that for All In. Whoa, wow. Like, I think the ramp going right to the ring would be awesome. Oof. And I can't recall. I know WCW, ECW, and even AEW have done it. And Japan does it a lot. But I can't recall WWE ever doing the ramp straight to the ring unless they did some special show and they did it, but I can't recall one. Nice. I always liked ECW's rings too. Just like WCW's, I thought they just looked and appeared a little bit more stiff than WWE's. Plus, I feel like they had the rings mic'd better or something. You know, when wrestlers landed on the ring, it made a much louder noise than a WWE ring. I think it's a minor detail, but I think like having that type of ring really helped with like the cruiserweight division and just maximizing the impact of those moves and stuff when they landed. Come on, hit him with I was about to say, come on, hit him with a poison rana from up top. Oh, Tajiri's stuck. Oh, we know what Crazy's going to do. He loves this. Oh, nope. I thought he was going to get a much... Ooh, God. No, that's not Bill Apter there. That is George Napolitanino or something like whatever his name is. I can never pronounce his name. But you'll see him everywhere. He's ringside in the 90s at all three shows, or all three promotions. He was right there front and center doing the screw job, watching all that happen. Yeah, he was always at ringside. Oh, yeah, that is Bill. I'm sorry. There he is. He's out there with George. They're both there. I didn't even see Bill till just now. Yes, you're right. That is Bill Apter. I thought you were talking about George. They do kind of look alike. Damn. I have no idea what Tommy Dreamer does on this show. I don't know if he's booked or if he's in a tag. Feels like he'd be in a tag. Yeah, he's doing. He's with Shane Douglas. They've got the Impact players tonight. On Tajiri. I'd like to know where those ECW Living Dangerously banners are. What, you lucky collector has those. Oh, nice. I don't know what Crazy was going for there in that second rope moonsault. I don't know his name either. The guy in the glasses with the backwards hat, black fellow. He's over there by Bill. He's at a lot of shows too, and I don't know his name. I don't know what magazine he takes pictures for. Oh, down goes Super Crazy. He's Slippy Crazy. I like him selling. You fucked, even back then, 1999, Janton, you fucked up. Bastards. Oh, I'm going to turn my fan up a little higher because I'm hot. Be right back. It's cool enough today where I don't really need the AC on, but it's still hot. So just turned up my fan a little bit. Happy Sunday, by the way. Cheers to you as we watch Super Crazy and Tajiri in the opening match of ECW, Living Dangerously, 99. Oh! I didn't catch what happened there. It looked like, I don't know who delivered the move to who there in that head scissor looking thing. Oh. Oh! Tajiri looks like Elon Musk. Is he chickening out in the match with the Zuckerberg? What a pussy. I saw something that Zuckerberg posted. I'm like, he's making excuses, claims he needs surgery or he won't pick a date or whatever. He's like, I think I'm going to give up on it. So it sounds like Elon's being a big puss. I want to see the two idiots fight. Good job, Tajiri. Don't worry. Things will turn around. You are, in a couple of years, you're going to be getting some of that Tori Wilson. That, my friend, is what we like to call the jackpot. Good job, Tajiri. Nice to see you. What's the next match? I dare ask. If I ever get a big man cave, and I can have a whole section of the house to make into my man cave, I'm going to do the ECW brick entrance. Bill Alfonso was so great. He just seems like a legitimate crackhead, doesn't he? He's got that them summer teeth. Some are here, some are there. He just looks like he's a fucking insane. Oh, and Sabu's got the broken jaw. I don't know. Tape's going to help that, buddy. I don't think Buck Zumhofe was a big enough star to be on Dark Side of the Ring. Nobody knows who the fuck he is. Buck Zumhofe was about as small as a star as you can be. Like literally a half a peg above a jobber, but really not even that. Nobody cares about his life. May he rot in hell. I love that Rob Van Dam's EC or television title is just the Winged Eagle. Just the Winged Eagle design. And the ECW tag titles were the Intercontinental title design. The classic IC. Gotta love those three, Sabu, RVD, and crazy crackhead Alfonso. Steve Corino. His son is wrestling now, right? When we were in LA for WrestleMania, we were having the channel meetup. We sat right next to him and Zoe Stark. Remember? Who was there? Where's Zane? Is he in here? He was there. Well, unfortunately, it's not AC/DC. It's WWE's knockoff. I believe, is Axel and Ian Rotten, are they both passed away? There was a very interesting independent scene in the Northeast back in the day, just with ECW being there and Jersey All Pro and a lot of these promotions that just had like the Rottens and just these type of wrestlers. Oh, he missed him. Didn't even hit him. Sometimes I wonder if maybe do you think pro wrestling might be staged? Because that didn't even look real. I mean, I'd hate to make it to 46 years old and then find out that all this time wrestling was fixed, but I don't think so. That was just one thing that didn't look real. Doesn't mean it's not real. Where's Corino going? My God. Anybody remember in WWE, I guess probably would have been 96. Oh, Corino gets taken out. WWE brought back Crush after a few years hiatus, and I think he'd spent some time in prison, and they brought him back as like the jail Crush or whatever. He might have been with Clarence Mason at that time. I can't remember. He had the big like head tattoo. This was before he got into the Nation. And when he was debuting, or shortly after he debuted, he was wrestling on Superstars, and after the match, there was a fan in the front row that started getting in his face, and he pulled the fan over the barricade and beat the shit out of him. That fan was Steve Corino. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive frog splash from Ballsy. So ballsy frog splash from Ballsy. That looks like Killian Dane or something. That look was so popular back then. That Raven look, those ripped jorts and the shirt and everything. So many guys were doing that. Oh, use the chair. I thought they were saying you suck dick. Use the chair. The New Jersey Jam. I like Bobby Eaton's better. Yeah, it's a very bouncy ring, JR. The bounciest ring I've ever seen, though, in a major promotion. A lot of indie promotions have real bouncy rings, too, but the bounciest one I ever saw at one of the big three was WrestleMania 2. And it might not have been in every city, probably the LA show where it was the Bulldogs and Dream Team. That ring, man. I always thought Corino was like a shitty looking 1, 2, 3 kid. Oh, there you go. He'd go on to win the ECW title. Corino would find success. And when I first saw him, I was like, he's got those funny, like I remember kids in high school, some of them would have those weird rosy cheeks that were just red all the time for some reason. like before they were old enough to grow facial hair or whatever. And they always had those red, blotchy ass cheeks. And Corino had that. And I'm like, I always thought, oh my God. Yeah, Corino's had some concussions. He's going to win with this, isn't he? That's his finish. Chair shot to the face. It's a good finish. You do well in a Alabama boat dock brawl there, Balls. You should go there. Searching out people to bash. Right on. But I always thought Corino, like I always thought Sean Waltman was kind of a gawky looking guy when he was young. And I thought Steve Corino was worse looking than him. But Corino, he made his own way. I respect anybody who can like not have a great look and become stars anyway. Like X-Pac, took a while to kind of fill out. Corino, same thing. Mick Foley, was never Shawn Michaels. That skinny ass referee. You wearing MC Hammer pants? Whose kid are you? Is your name Tyler? I feel like it is. I haven't watched WrestleMania 2 in quite a while, but I definitely know the Bulldog Tag Team title match. The ring, my God. So much give. They were just bouncing. Check out this video package here. Still better than WCW, anything they were doing at the time. We watched Bash at the Beach 98 last week. We were shitting on their production values. Because they suck. Ooh. Yeah, the Dudleys, that was the Public Enemy kind of, Dudley's taking the torch from them. I don't even think it was passed. They just took it. Say, motherfuckers, give this to us. We're better than you. I couldn't stand Public Enemy. I never liked them. Ever. Mustafa. Yo, Spazster, Spazzerino, big time Spazzy Jam is here. Thank you for the 20, Greg. What's up, Greg in chat? Hope all is well. Here to plug all the stuff. Fantasy booking and the rise and fall of the new Hurt Business up now. Movie review of The Last Voyage of Demeter. Demeter? What's a Demeter? As well, editing Collision review now. I need to get up here and talk about Collision soon. My plan was to do a podcast on Tuesday, but now I found out I got to work early. And I need to come up here and talk about CM Punk and his Hangman Page comments last night. And we'll have to review tomorrow's Raw as well. So I got to figure out how to make that happen. So stay tuned because things have changed. All right, who's this with edited music? Go check out Spaz for his fantasy booking of the new Hurt Business. We don't even know. I don't know if that's what they're going to call. Are they really called the new Hurt Business, like the new Rockers? Are they going to add Leaf Cassidy to their group? What the fuck is this? Who? Who are you? Antifas Del Norte? I don't remember you. Why don't I know who you are? I'm getting old, man. I'm starting to forget stuff. Okay. Trying to read up on him a little bit. And little Guido is here with big Sally Graziano. Anybody, what's going on with Sally Graziano? He's still alive? Look him up. I don't see anything about him passing away. Faz, all right. I don't remember you, Faz, for some reason. I'm usually good with a lot of the Mexican and Japanese stars of the 90s. I know most of them, but I don't know who this guy is. I don't remember. Big Sally Graziano, the full-blooded Italian. I mean, he's huge. He's like 600 pounds. Can't still be alive. Can he? Hope he is. Little Nunzio. I've been around a lot of Italian people in my life. I had friends, was married to an Italian woman before, met all their family before, never saw any of them do this. But they taught me how to make pasta sauce. Whew. Kind of an Italian food snob now. If I see like a restaurant trying to do like something Italian, I'm like, let me take a look at that. I actually can cook Italian food really well. I even think Italians would think I'm not bad. I'm probably not their grandma or their mom, but I don't think they would laugh at it. It's not egg noodles and ketchup. It's way better. I can cook a lasagna and a chicken parmigiano and all that stuff. All right, come on, Guido. I'm going to tell my kids this is Disco Inferno versus Grand Metalik. Yeah, Tracy Smothers is my favorite FBI member as well, transferring heat. I'm with you on that one. Because the reason me and you, we probably like Tracy Smothers is because he's probably the only member that really is a true Italian. You know, because you look at little Guido and Sally, you know, they're probably from fucking Louisville, you know, but Tracy Smothers, you know, that is Italy. That is the very epitome of Italiano. Okay, you're going to show us power? I don't know. Antifas looks like he's got a pretty good build on him. Yeah, Elizabeth cooks. She's got kids, so she's good at cooking for kids, and she cooks for us a lot too. She has a few specialties, as do I. We got a good system. A couple nights a week she'll cook. A couple nights a week I'll cook. Oh. Oh, nice. Corkscrew. No mats on the floor either. That's just plain old concrete covered in wrestler oil, baby oil. Hmm. Oh. Oh, I forgot about Tommy Rich. Who else was in the full-blooded Italians? Who else are we missing? Tommy Rich was out there in a wheelchair a lot too, right? I remember all that. That was fun. Did I miss a super chat somewhere? I did. Foxstar. Sorry, dude. Thank you for the $5 after Spaz. I almost forgot about you. I feel like Dark Side of the Ring on Bash at the Beach 2000 should be part of a separate series called Disgraceful Side of the Ring or Bullshit Side of the Ring. That was just painful to watch because I didn't like anybody they were interviewing. Like everybody on there, I'm like, ugh, you know? I can tolerate Jarrett. I did feel bad for Jarrett. But overall, like Russo and Bischoff and all those guys, ugh, what a mess. Spaz has got 10 more. What's a visual thing in wrestling that seems small, but you don't like or that you like or don't like? For me, I love when NXT had a black ring canvas, and I don't like entrance ramps that are level with the ring. Oh, you don't like entrance ramps that are level? I do like them occasionally. I don't know if I'd want them all the time, but I like them for special shows. I don't like the entrance ramps that are on the floor. Because now with Raw, it seems like they just come out right on the floor, you know, instead of having the slanted ramp. Trying to think of something. I miss the banners that would be in the corner. I don't think WWE really does that these days. They don't have the banners hanging down anymore. I miss that. Yeah, but nowadays there's nothing that really sticks out. Everything's just so in your face. Can't pinpoint one specific thing that I would like or don't like about how modern wrestling looks. Are they chanting boring on an ECW pay-per-view? Now they won't be chanting boring for long once RVD and Jerry Lynn get in there. Yeah, I think All In would look really awesome if they had the long ramp that goes right to the ring. I think that would look really cool. Whoa. Sally catches Antifas. Oh, he's gonna. Oh my God, this is gonna be bad. Oh, Jesus. That's got to be a rough bump to take. It might be all. Yeah, I really like this year's WrestleMania set. I was there. We walked in, and I was like, holy shit, look at that thing. I was so excited to take it in, get pictures of it. That's it. Sicilian Crab. All right, that match is mercifully over. Yeah, AJ, I miss like the way Raw was. You know, you'd come out and you'd have the big stage there, and then you'd have the ramp going down. I miss that. Oh, there's Tracy. He's mad. Tommy Rich is out there too. Why are you not happy? Why are you mad at Little Guido? He won. Why are you mad? Are you mad, Tracy? Are you mad because you're the only one that's a real Italian? Oh, he's going to hit him. Oh, so he's mad that Little Guido came out without him? Oh, no. Jesus, this guy's huge. He's probably only in his 20s. Here. I would not want to fight a guy that big. I'm very claustrophobic, and I just worried he'd trap me, and I'd just pass out. I wouldn't be able to breathe or something like that. Like, don't lay on me. Or don't put me in a headlock where I just get lost in your armpit. Just swallows me up. All right. Next match. Crowd did not love that one. I feel like WWE, well, they might. I feel like WCW would be more likely to put Bill Apter in the Hall of Fame in WWE. Oh, okay, this is it. This is going to be RVD and Jerry Lynn right now. Jerry Lynn coming out there looking like Jungle Boy. Wonder what the attendance was for this show. Let me look it up. 3,900. So they had 4,000 people almost here. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Remember last week when we were watching Bash at the Beach 98, and I was like, holy shit, it's here. It's at Viejas Arena. It's at the same arena that I went to to Dynamite back at the end of May. And I had second row seats. You know, we did a review of it and the whole deal. And the whole hard cam side, or I'd say maybe 60% of the hard cam side, was completely empty. And I guess I'm just bad at visualizing how many people, because I was in my head thinking it was about 4,000 people there. It wasn't. It was 7. It was 7,100 there that night, which is a pretty decent number. I mean, a couple of years ago when WWE was in the shitter, Raws and SmackDowns were doing less than that, you know, back in like 2019 and shit. So I'm like, that's not bad. And they only had, 3,000 seats blocked off. So they were about 70% capacity. The Bash at the Beach show that we watched last week had 10,000. So this is only like 3,000 people less for a Dynamite from a brand new promotion in the middle of May, or in the middle of spring. So in modern times too. Back in '98, both companies were drawing huge. So I'm like, huh. In my head, when I was there that night, it felt like there was only 4,000 people, but I am not good at visualizing how many people were actually sitting there. They couldn't even use his one of a kind. Like, obviously they're not using Pantera here, but they're not even using his WWE music. What the fuck is this? What are they using here? Did they even switch the music for Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam? Or did they just have one continuous music for both of them? So stupid. Like, if you take the time to put Walls of Jericho on all of Jericho's WCW shit, why wouldn't you at least put one of a kind here? There's nothing worse than WWE's digital editing on their streaming. Or editing on their digital streaming, I should say. What, you mean the building I was at? No, I don't think so. They might have been a few renovations, but I don't think they expanded or shrunk it at all. But back in the day, the building was called the Cox Arena. So Bash at the Beach 98, it was called the Cox Arena. Now it's Viejas Arena here in San Diego. All right, here we go. Lots of gold with RVD. Why does he have these belts? Is him and Sabu tag champs or something? Is that what's going on here? Is that what's happening here? All right. Yeah, Rob Van Dam had a good outing. That's why I'm glad this pay-per-view won, because it's kind of topical. We just saw RVD and Jungle Boy last Wednesday. Yes, May 31st show, Transferring Heat. Okay, so he is tag team champions. The ECW Winged Eagle television champion. As soon as he became Mr. Monday Night, he never appeared on Mondays again until until ECW folded. One thing interesting about Rob Van Dam, in all the matches he had, most of those matches, I never saw Rob Van Dam wrestle completely with his hair down. His hair stayed in that ponytail for the most part every match he had. It would be disheveled and kind of fucked up a little bit, but it would always still be tied. You know, it never like completely came out. I've never seen Rob Van Dam with his hair down in my life. AEW might use Rob Van Dam again, but I don't think he's going to be like in AEW for good. There's no reason for him at this age to be signing a full-time contract. I don't think that's going to happen. But they might use him again because he had a good showing, a good outing. Oh, it was set for 7, ended up being 5. Okay. Yeah, I did not read it on Wrestle Tickets. I looked it up somewhere else. Well, then I wasn't far off by my viewing. I thought it was 4. This is the type of match where I love these hard, loud rings, because it just amplifies everything. Alfonso, he's such a crackhead. They should just name him Crackhead Alfonso. Like Bill Alfonso, he would have been great. Like this version, like young, crazy crackhead Bill Alfonso, he would have been great with the Briscoe brothers. He would have fit right in, man. Get his ass on the farm interacting with Papa Briscoe. Oh my God. It's TV magic right there. I always liked Rob Van Dam in the ring better than Chris Jericho. I always felt like Jericho would be even a bigger star if he had RVD's athleticism. I think RVD had him beat a little bit in the athletic department there. He was so smooth. RVD, that fan. RVD going to wrestle it all in? I hope not. I don't think he needs to. You can throw him in a tag or something if you want, but I'm not giving Rob Van Dam a singles match at All In. That's too many precious spots there to fill. I wouldn't waste one on Rob Van Dam at this stage in his life. I'd put my men and women out there. Ooh, why would you put your head down like that, Rob? Ooh, drop kick to the face. Clothesline. Ooh. I got to say, though, it would be a good shoot. You know, Jericho's, been known to be someone who can hold his own. And they were always, similar age, similar spots on the card, similar style, similar size. They were natural competitors. I know they had some beef a couple times throughout their career. And it would have been funny if they actually got into a shoot in the locker room. Who would win that? I think Rob Van Dam might. Yeah, I would expect All In to be at least 4 hours. I mean, SummerSlam went 4.5. So All In better be 4. Wow. What a dive by Jerry Lynn. Clearing the guardrail is just, it's a little closer to the ring, but every time they did that shit in ECW. Felt like they even moved. Did they move the guardrail closer to pull that move off? Speaking of Rob Van Dam, since we're watching his match right now, might as well. Oh, nice. Oh. Hear that, Tito? Barking dog outside. I'm going to grab another cold one. Got some clouds rolling in San Diego, and they are welcomed clouds because I need it to cool down in here. Oh. Date on this show, I believe, is March 21st, 1999. So this would have been right before, I think. I don't know when I attended WrestleMania 15, but it was the same month. Oh, the week before or week after WrestleMania. Oh. I can't even see. Oh, there they are. I was like, where are they? They disappeared into the crowd. Hey, wait a second. So I'm reading some of this shit about living dangerously right now. And it says, it's talking about the preliminary matches. And after Super Crazy and Tajiri, it says, after the match, Steve Corino cut a promo in which he praised himself, insulted the crowd, and issued an open challenge, which was answered by Balls Mahoney. Mahoney hit Corino with a big chair shot for the quick victory. Did we see the Steve Corino promo? Was I sleeping through that? Was that an open challenge? I don't remember him even cutting that promo, but maybe I was talking and I didn't notice it. That is possible. Okay, so it was the very next week. Wow. So this would have been the Sunday before. I was probably home. I loved the apartment I was living in at this time. I've showed pictures of it before with my big screen TV and all that. Probably one of my favorite apartments I lived in when I lived in the East Coast. Just the way it was set up, the layout of it was really cool. You entered through the door and then you went down this long hallway and then it branched off into the bedroom and the bathroom. And then if you kept going, it would open up into the living room and the kitchen and all that. And it was just a one bedroom and I loved living there. Had a washer dryer in there, balcony. Such a great place to watch pay-per-views and hang out. Loved it. And my rent, I believe, was about $340 a month, something like that. $340. That's it. Oh, back he goes. Okay, I didn't pay attention to it. Thank you, Fox Star Killer. I'm like, did I hear all that? I think I was talking about Corino, how weird he looked. Oh. Wonder what the match time on this sucker is. What kind of cover was that, RVD? You know when announcers say, no wasted motion? That right there was wasted motion. I'm still waiting for just one announcer to fucking say that. Just once, I want them to say, he's wasting a lot of motion. But they never say it. Oh, no. Whenever Rob Van Dam runs with a chair. Oh. Oh, wow. So close to hitting his head on that chair. They did a move like that similar, I think, in their first bout that spilled over to the outside and went through a table. Oh, God. I feel like we're going to get some DDT reversal, pile driver, power bomb, fuck ass thing. I don't know. Double axe. Those were two hands on the back. There was no axe handle. Oh, we're going to bridge out of this, aren't we? Bridge, yep. Bridge. Jesus. Bridging with his feet on the chair, too, no less. Inverter. Northern Lights. Nope. Oh, into a reverse DDT. Something was going to happen on that chair. Yo, Chris Ludek, $10 from you, dude. 1, 2, near fall. Hey, Greg, this is AEW related. I think Cole and MJF. I think with Cole and MJF, MJF turns out to lead the Kingdom Him driving the wedge between Cole and Roddy reminds me of the issue he caused between Jericho and Sammy. Maybe somebody's turning on somebody. We talked about yesterday that I think it might be Cole starting the new kingdom, but maybe because a lot of fans are thinking that, they swerve us, and it turns out to be MJF after all. I think a lot of fans are starting to believe that Cole might actually be the one doing the manipulating here to MJF. But maybe. Ooh. Look out. Ducks. Get. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think he ducked a leg sweep, and I think he leg dropped Rob Van Dam's face into the chair. Yeah, I'm proud to say that I bought both pay-per-views. I still don't know where the other one happened. It was in 98, right? The first Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam match. What pay-per-view did that happen on? Because I bought it, whatever it was. And I saw both matches on pay-per-view live. And the first one was just an accident. I just happened to buy that one and got treated to a great Jerry Lynn and RVD match. This one I purposely bought because I wanted to see the rematch. Unless this is the first one, there's rematches later. I don't remember. Ugh. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. I had a bitch of a time trying to get a thumbnail for this episode. And I tried to use that spot there, but I couldn't get what I needed. I still opted for the not the surfboard, but what's it called? The other one that's like a surfboard. No, that is a surfboard. Bow and arrow is the other one. Bow and arrow and surfboard, I always get confused. The limp body of Jerry Lynn. Imagine if Rob Van Dam didn't smoke pot and he wasn't as laid back and he was kind of an uptight prick about his spot in his career the way Hogan was or Jericho or anybody else that was just very, or Shawn, just very mindful of their career, their success, doing what they can do to get ahead. Imagine if he had that mentality, Imagine if he was in the owner's back pocket, or if he had a special relationship with Vince or anything like that he never seemed to give a shit about. Didn't seem to care about kissing ass, didn't want to do anything political, just came in there, showed up, did his job, went home, that's it. You got to admire that. Made his money. But I think if he really, really, really wanted to, he could have been an even bigger star than he was. But sometimes inner peace, in my mind, if you're financially set, then what's the point of stepping on other people's throats? Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. So lucky that chair just didn't smack him right in the face. They have a tooth coming through his nose. Oh. What's the difference between a regular mule and a government mule? I think there is a difference. Pretty sure government cheese exists. I don't know what they use it for. We've heard the absurd. Oh, wow. Roll over. You know what pinning combinations are going to come next. Well, we've all heard the absurd saying. Nice. Oh, look at that Northern Lights. Folded him. Of greatest thing since sliced bread. And how absurd that is. But apparently back in the day, it was actually illegal to slice bread because they needed to save the steel used for knives for the military to create weapons and tanks and all this shit. It was some sort of military reason for that. And so you weren't like really legally allowed to slice bread for some reason. So when you were finally allowed to slice it again, it was like a great thing. And that blew my mind. I'm like, for real? As George Carlin would say, you got a knife, you got a loaf of bread, slice the fucking thing. But apparently, you couldn't do that. Or factories couldn't do that. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. No, Alfonso, you and that. Oh, God. Oh, my God, the table no-sold it. Tornado DDT. Table does not break. They land on the concrete floor. Yes, Ramon Coffee. I used to record ECW back in the day. I have this show on pay-per-view or on recording. I have so many anonymous messages to read. I still have to open up all these. I will eventually. Transferring heat. We have got a temporary problem with the Tuesday show because I have an earlier workday than I thought. So I have to figure out when to get up here and talk about that. Oh. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, prior to Raw. Maybe. I might be able to make that work. That might be what we do. I might be up here tomorrow before Raw because I've got dinner plans tomorrow night, so I'm not going to be here for Raw, and I'm not going to be here for a Raw review. So my plan was to do Tuesday. And then over the weekend, I was just chatting with my boss, and she had asked me to do earlier on Tuesday or something. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Didn't even think about that I had already planned the podcast. So now I got to readjust. But yeah, I think I'll come up here tomorrow afternoon. I'll work on that tonight. My old beer. Rolling Thunder. I don't think he was calling it Rolling Thunder yet. I have USWA footage, but I never recorded it myself. It was stuff I acquired through Tape Trade. I don't think I have any GWF, though. Oh, no. Tornado again. Nope. Such a good sell, too. What?
Jerry Lynn is calling for 5 more minutes, but
5 more minutes. He wants 5 more. Okay, so what? The referee is actually going to award the victory to Jerry Lynn here? They can do that in ECW? But Jerry Lynn wants to win legit. So maybe this is the first match. Maybe the rematch is later. My ECW timeline's all fucked up. Somebody please help me in the chat. Let me know. Is this the first match or is this the second match? Why can I not figure this out? Five more minutes. Oh, here we go. That pile driver cell was crazy. My God. I love the 5 more minute deal. It's my favorite. 5 more minutes. No, I don't have any AEW tapes. I have AEW or AWA, excuse me. No AWA tapes, but I have AWA footage. Bunch of it. Oh, Fonzo's up. I saw on social media today. Today's I think the 29-year anniversary. I think it's Hardcore Heaven 94. And that was the show where all the chair after the match with Foley and Funk, all the chairs come flying in the ring. Nearly 3 decades old. What a fraud. My God, that camera shot on the 5-star was so good. And he beat him. Well, the referee was about to just award the match to Jerry Lynn. This fucking music is ridiculous. Transferring heat. Now, is that really according to Sean? Because if there's one fucking type of tweet I hate right now, it's the ones that start with per Fightful. If I read any tweet that says per Fightful, I'm muting you. Because it's just bullshit most of the time. And plus, I can read Fightful myself. I don't need anybody's help. Okay, so this is from Fightful Select, legitimately from them. Ryan Nemeth was sent home from AEW, so Dolph Ziggler's brother from AEW Collision this week. Shortly after arriving, he and CM Punk had words since Punk's return this summer. So I guess they've had issues with each other. Okay. Yeah, there's a few interesting tidbits coming out on AEW. Yeah, we got to do a little mini pod tomorrow before Raw. We got to switch our Tuesday plans to tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, RV. Yeah, that he really doesn't. Jerry Lynn did the right thing there. Okay, yeah, good. So this was the first match. So we're going to get the other one later. My timeline was all confused. I thought for some reason the first Jerry Lynn and RVD match was 98. And I thought this one was the rematch, but I guess this is the first one and then the next one's the rematch. I'm all confused. But based on this finish, it does feel like the rematch would come later since technically Jerry Lynn had it won here. Devin, thank you so much, dude, for the $5. Good to see you. What's up, brother? Love your work. Always, can I get a shout out to my brother Neil for his birthday? He's watching, and I just want to say he sucks and Godspeed. Yes, Neil, happy birthday to you from your brother Devin. Apparently, you suck. I've never met you, so hopefully you don't really suck. But happy birthday to you. Hope it's a great one. Hopefully you and your brother are having a great day. And Godspeed to you both. That's funny. Oh, wow, Mike. I have been to Milwaukee. Never knew there was a statue of the Crusher there. I had a lot of family in the Midwest growing up as a kid, and if any of them had ever heard of wrestling before, a lot of them knew who the Crusher was. It was pretty funny because I had family in Milwaukee, Minneapolis, and Detroit was where my family was living. My aunts and uncles and stuff early in my life, and then we all dispersed and left the North for greener pastures. Now we're in California, Colorado, Arizona, and where else? In Bali. My cousin lives in Bali. Ooh, Sunday night, March 21st, 1999. I love their little wiggling graphics. Hey, this is actually Sabu's real ECW music. That's kind of cool. This isn't dubbed. I always did like the lights going out, coming back on, and Sabu was there. 2 years prior, Barely Illegal, another ECW show that I purchased, their very first pay-per-view, I bought it. I think it was that month. It was twice within a month. ECW Barely Legal and Revenge of the Taker for WWE. They were like a month apart. And those two pay-per-views, I bought them both, but wasn't going to be home for the start of either one of them. So I had to not only call the old school way and call the cable company and order the pay-per-view, but then I also had to trust it to come on, and I had to program my VCR to tape it. Very stressful stuff. But I pulled it off. ECW Barely Legal, I had to work, and I came home right when they were like throwing the streamers in the ring and like the opening match. I walked right in the door when that happened. And then on Revenge of the Taker, I had a date. Not a very good one because I ended up coming home. But I missed like 70% of the pay-per-view, came in right at the end. Oh, Francine. Who's in the ring there? Who's that? She looks familiar. She's been in ECW before. Oh, that's that's Blue Meanie's wife. Or was Blue Meanie's wife, right? It's right on the tip of my tongue. What is her name? What is this nonsense? Anyway, oh my God. Oh, hit her with a stunner, a Francine stunner? This music, what is going on? Francine. Poor Bill Apter, he didn't know what to make of this. There's always got to be the women coming out here getting half naked and wrestling on an ECW show. Wouldn't be an ECW show without it. Jasmine St. Clair, thank you. That's right. Yeah, they're not married anymore, right? Okay, so we just have the same music is just going to continue here. JJ Leg, All In, has officially surpassed 80,000 tickets sold. Wow, that was quicker than I thought. They were still like 1,000 away. Or maybe 700 away. It's been slow ticking once they got up to like 78,000. It's been ticking slowly. But good for them. Over 80,000. I dropped a mic drop today. Really low views on it, too. I guess nobody cared to hear me bitch about the tribals. From the podcast yesterday where I talked about them surpassing the SummerSlam 92 attendance and why they may or may not have, depending on what the official number is. WWE says it's 80,000 and change. and 80,300 something, according to WWE. The paid attendance is probably less than that. So it sounds like AEW is going to break both of those numbers anyway, so there should be no disputing it. All right, here comes New Jack with a dumpster, or with a trash can. What kind of music? What are they playing here? So they're probably going to play the whole music the whole time. Now this is the. It's like Ice Cube and Dr. Dre or something, right? I remember this song they used to play. I forgot what album it's on. Is it on Murder Was the Case? Is that where this song is found? Where do you find this song? Oh, Keyboard to the Head. Natural Born Killers, that's right. Oh, ouch. The fucking music, man. I was right. I was right about what Murder Was the Case. I thought so. I remember playing that in my car CD player. Yeah, I guess if this was Kid Rock, we'd get to hear it, but unfortunately, it's not. Oh, look at that. There's a little toy lawnmower. Oh, a little toy lawnmower. That's adorable. In the ghetto. Is that what the song says? That looks like a real nasty dumpster, too. Look how nasty that is. That looks like it's a real... It's not a prop dumpster. They actually went out back and got one of the dumpsters, emptied out the trash, and are using it. Probably smells like shit in there. Oh, my God. This, Victor, this is up there with the worst editing we've ever watched. And I knew it would be. Cookie sheet, of course. Doink. Yeah, New Jack's going to get busted open here. You know, honestly, too, I remember thinking like around this time was like, I felt like ECW started jumping the shark because a lot of the stuff wasn't that innovative anymore. Like this would have been crazy a couple years ago, seeing VCRs and keyboards and shit in the ring. But now WWE was even starting to get a little hardcore. Hell, just a month before, Vince McMahon did the big cage table bump at St. Valentine's Massacre. WCW and WWE were now starting to do some of the extreme wild shit. Oh, see, and look, they gimmicked that guitar. The top of the guitar went flying. Ugh. This music cracks me up. In the ghetto. Is this some shit I can find on Epidemic? I use Epidemic Sound for our music here. I'm going to pay $15 a month for it. Maybe I can find this very same song there. I'll start using it on my next stream. Those tuning in, we've got Mustafa versus New Jack here in a terribly edited match, hardcore match. Oh, wait. Tito's not having it. He's under there with his paw over his face, laying in my phone charger. That's what he does. Oh, they're going out in the convention hall in Asbury Park. Okay, we're going to go up to the balcony here and do a table spot, aren't we? Anybody from the chat from New Jersey? What's it like there? I hear bad things. Changed planes there a few times, but I've never spent any time in Jersey. And I'm okay with that. I'd rather listen to Wild Thing from the BCC. Jay Lambo, no, of course WWE does not have the right to murder was the case. They dub over their own shit. You think they're going to spring for Snoop's album? No. No. Yeah, Doug, back in the day, this is what they would do. This song would play the whole time during New Jack's matches during this time. Natural Born Killers. I think Ice Cube and Dre came in for that song, right? Mustafa's trying to say, oh, there's New Jack. I thought he was already going up to the balcony already. He's getting a table ready. All right, let's do that. Let's get all that ready. And now he's going to have to, he's going to tape him. I was about to say, is you going to expect him to lay there? Oh my God, he's going to electrical tape him down. That's how you do it. Ah. I mean, he could still get out of that if he wanted to. He's a pretty big dude. I'm worried I'm going to have whatever shitty song this is in my head when the stream's over. And I'm not going to be able to get it out. I mean, as far as I know, oh man, there goes New Jack. Here we go to the top. He's up there. I mean, these are all fun moments for the fans, but this isn't really what I'd call a wrestling match. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Jesus. New Jersey gave us Trump. Enough said. Well, as far as I know, Tammy Sitch is the only Hall of Famer in WWE Hall of Famer in jail, right? Just one? There's about to be two. Is this not it? Don't you have to pin him or something? Can we pin him and end this? I love that we hear police sirens in the music. Not sure if this is worth my $40. Please tell me not they're taking them to the back and not to the ring, right? We're not going to try to finish this match, are we? They're helping Mustafa as well. Oh, they are going to put him back in the ring. We got to finish this match. You got to go pin the guy next to a vacuum cleaner. Oh, I'm so glad it's cloudy out. I need this cool weather. What a crazy time. Oh, look at that. Check it out. Oh, no. Never mind. I thought I recognized that dude in the suit. I don't. It's not who I thought it was. I thought it was my Uncle Frank, but it isn't. Finally. One, two. 3. That took 10 minutes longer than it should have, but we got it done, guys. Whew. New Jack defeats Mustafa. Five more from Devin. In your opinion, which current WWE/AEW star could have been able to work back then, minus Jericho, Moxley, and Dan? Back then, like back in this time? Anybody. The athletes are so much better now than they were back in the day. But some of the ones that I think would have been great, a lot of the bigger guys, the Gunthers, the Drews. Give me a Drew McIntyre, Scott Hall match. Think about that. They look alike, don't they? Got that hairy chest. Give me Scott Hall against Drew McIntyre in 1996. Give me 2020 McIntyre and 95 Razor. That's a match. That's a match right there. I think Lashley would be great. Brock. Oh my God. Roman could easily hang with these guys. I think 80% of the wrestlers across both companies would do fine in this era. Maybe some of the teeny weeny little guys might not do so good, but for the most part, I think anybody that wrestles today could hold their own in this era. It's kind of like the NBA, you know, the players are outgrowing the court. You know, you watched NBA back in the 80s, everybody's skinny and small, and now everybody's built and jacked and got tattoos from head to toe. You know, you need to expand the court almost because they're getting so big. All right, so by the way, the Dudleys came out here, and they themselves are just a couple of months away from bouncing as well and going to WWE. And they've got Joel Gertner and Sign Guy with them, and they're taking out New Jack. Does that mean we're going to get New Jack some help? Oh, ooh. Brock versus Brody. Holy shit. As the ladies already know. He is so gross looking. He's so greasy looking. Isn't he, Joel Gertner? That's one thing I definitely notice about living here as opposed to when I would live on the East Coast. Even when I lived down in the South, there was so many like New England dudes, Northeast dudes, New York, Philly, Boston, Jersey. A lot of those type of guys. Some of them were cool. Some of them smelled. Don't get that so much here. Oh, God, Bubba, who knows what he's going to say here? Got a rebel flag bandana. Oh, my God. I forget what pay-per-view it was where he really went off. I think it was in 98. That shit, the Gertner doing this, I want to reach through the screen and break his neck. Okay. Oh, good, an open shot. Oh, yeah, I remember who comes out. I remember. Oh, it was Heatwave 99. Okay. This must be Sid. Oh no, Spike. Is this like a knockoff Highway to Hell? So we got Simon Dean and Spike Dudley coming out here to take on the Dudleys. Now is Mustafa with the Dudleys? What's happening? Who? Oh, Nova already worked. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. God damn. They would just do anything. Now they're going to body surf Spike. That's so crazy. That shit is just crazy to me. That we were getting away with doing stuff like that back then. That was a perfect age for it. Yours truly was 22. Man. Couldn't even grow my beard in yet. Discount Highway to Hell. Walmart Highway to Hell. That's for sure. Gertner for Playgirl. Ugh. One of his rhymes was something like, I'm so big I can't keep from hurting her Gertners. Something like that. I'm like, God, the fans of my age back then, you know, they would hang on those promos and just get so tickled by the one-liners in there. We were so immature back then. I'm glad I was that age. If I was my age now watching Attitude Era stuff, I probably wouldn't like it. Back then, I thought it was the bee's knees. Giving Tito a little love pat there. Is this an official match? Because I thought Sid comes out. He must still, but... Bring out Sid. How did this pay-per-view win by such an overwhelming margin? We're going to go back to WWE next week. I'm not sure about these WCW or these ECW shows. Okay, so they're going to get... I see what they're doing. Okay, so they're going to get the Exercise Guru out of there. And that's going to bring Sid out. Oh, no, don't hurt him. Oh, they 3D'd the ring announcer. I don't recall exactly when the Dudleys left, but I was at Unforgiven that year in September, and they worked that show. So that was only 4 or 5 months after this. Maybe 6. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Spike is body surfing still. And hell, when did Sid go back to WCW? Because he'd be there in 99 too. You have not destroyed all of our heroes. Not even close. Bubba, you are full of shit. Nope, not true, Bubba. Every wrestler I admire fell victim to you? I don't think so. You're going to go to WWE in a few months and get initiated. Devon? Bubba, I'd like to introduce you to the APA. Enjoy. Enjoy your match. We'll have a Shirley Temple and an Eskimo pie waiting for you when you come back. Since there's nobody in the back and it's pay-per-view and we always have a surprise, nobody must be coming out. What kind of song is Sid going to come out to? There's no man tough enough back there. Sorry. Sid, what are you finishing your softball game or something? Like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, here comes Justice Jones or whatever his name is. Sid. I say they know Sid's here. There was a Sid sign in the crowd. So word must have been out about Sid. Oh, he has no music. And here comes Big Bill. I mean, even in 99, look how good he looked. He still was just jacked. He's barely able to step over the cable ropes. This, to my knowledge, is the only interaction Sid has ever had with the Dudleys. He's like, matter of fact, I do. I am the man. I mean, I'm guessing Sid is going to annihilate them here. Spike is probably going to come back. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, they're taking out Sid. They've got him down. Sid sells so weird. Sid was so stiff. Like, he was okay, but I wish he had a little more athleticism than he did. He's a lot like Luger, you know? Luger looked great, but he had just very, very stiff mannerisms. He was just like a board, like you were fighting a board, and he was just moving around like this. Oh, they edited the F-bomb off Heatwave, but not here? WWE doesn't know what they're doing. Oh, we got to get a double choke slam here. Come on. There we go. Goodbye, Dudleys. Bubba and Devon came dangerously close to colliding there. Is Spike going to come back or no? Power bomb to Devon. Looked awesome. Oh, he's going to roll. Oh, no, he's got him on the stretcher. Don't roll him off the edge. Oh, you're gonna roll him into the ring. Okay, that's better. Sid's like waiting. What are they waiting to do? This spot. There's Spike finally's back. Bubba's doing the teeter-totter thing. Oh my God. What is happening here? Whatever they're trying to do is not working at all. Oh my God, Sid. Don't throw that into the crowd, please. Oh, Jesus. That's got to be rough. That dumpster is still out there. That dirty dumpster. Definitely had real trash in it. Oh, acid drop missed. Why does this referee look like he works in a bowling alley? Oh my God. One. Wins with the acid drop. That referee looks like the guy that's in charge of going back there and getting your ball when it gets stuck and shit. Oh, he gets Spike here, doesn't he? Yeah, see, I remember this. I remember thinking this was kind of gnarly. It's just a bump for the sake of taking a bump. Poor Spike. Oh, no. Okay, regular power bomb. I'm pretty sure he goes through a table, though. Poor Spike is right. Poor guy. Oh, no. God. I mean, that's just brutal. That's brutal. No protection, flat on the back of your neck, through a table onto concrete. You can't get your arms or your elbows down to protect yourself. You can't do anything to make that better for yourself. You're literally just risking death to get a pop from a 3,900 fan audience. Spike is crazy. Yeah, he helped Sid beat the Dudleys and then he got turned on. For Big Sid, no theme music required. Yeah, that's one Spike bump that I've always remembered kind of not loving. Thought it was a little bit much. What was the point of that? That's my question, Joey Styles. They got to peel poor Spike off the floor here. Get that trash can out of here. Clean up your shit, ECW. Get it together. Who's managing this? Oh, yeah, I remember. Please don't go. Oh, yeah, is he leaving for WCW? Oh, no, he's retiring. That's bullshit. Look how good him and Francine are selling this. She's crying. Francine. She was in all the magazines back in the day. Wrestling fans loved Francine. Oh, so sad. Hell of an acting job on Francine. You got to give her credit, man. Yeah, here comes the Portuguese man of idiot. Oh yeah, and I forgot Francine got hit in the face. Oh god, this music. Damn, Lance, fucking hardcore there. Look, oh, and now they're kicking poor Francine. They're just legit beating her up. Is that what we do in '99? I guess so. Kendo stick to the face of Tommy Dreamer. This music is so funny. I'm wondering if this is also dubbed. Oh yeah, there's Don Marie. This music is hilarious. And the funny thing is even if this is dubbed, it's probably something similar on the actual thing. ECW love those whiny rock songs. Look at Jazz, great to see her. This is definitely some edited shit here with the Impact players or whatever they are. Don Marine is here. Jazz is here. Homie with the neck brace, I forget his name. And Lance Storm. See, I liked ECW because they're women. This is not an insult at all. But like Dawn Marie and Francine, they were hotter in a different way than Sunny and Sable were. You know, they weren't as glamorous. They're almost like kind of dirtier. And a lot of times that's even better. So it's not a knock whatsoever. They had more of an edge, more hardcore nature to them. And they weren't afraid to get, nasty and vile. And plus they were hot and had all the parts and the bits to show off. And it was perfect. Like Dawn Marie, I remember during this time being particularly fond of her. Because in the WCW, they had, Tori Wilson and Stacy Keibler, who are just beyond beauty. There's not even a word for what they are. They're so gorgeous. But the ECW, it was a smaller time promotion, so they had a different vibe from their women, and I loved it. As a 20-year-old male at the time, or a 22-year-old male at the time, it was perfect for us. This music, my God. I don't think we can watch another ECW show on Peacock, guys, because it just ruins it. What is this music? Sorry, I'm busy looking at Dawn Marie right now. All right, here comes Francine. That's a pretty good outfit there. No complaints from Greg. That'll work for me. I don't know if it works for you guys, but it works for me. Oh yeah, I remember Shane's entrance now. Well, no wonder that's dubbed. Did he had kind of a knockoff version of that in WCW too, right? God, this is the worst music I've ever heard. My God, let me go grab another beer. Oh, there we go. Got back in time just for that music to stop, which is nice. Show your tits chant. That's nice. Oh, of course, WWE edited Shane's knockoff theme. I'm sure they did. The new ring announcer, the other guy got taken out. Oh, yeah, his name's Jason. Jason Sensation? Sensational Jason? Aldo, you suck. Me and Justin Credible used to follow each other on Twitter, and then he started posting stupid shit, so I unfollowed him. And he must keep track of who follows him and who doesn't, because he unfollowed me like almost immediately. So I'm like, good riddance. Only one guy can pull off this look, and it's me. Get out of here, Portuguese man of stupid. Beulah McGillicuddy. I'm pretty sure that's not her. Yeah, knowing myself, like looking at Dawn Marie, I can totally understand why 22-year-old Greg was fond of her. She was my type. Heading off to WCW soon. All right, cool. Right before this match gets started, I'm going to go say a quick goodbye to Elizabeth, who's about to leave for work. I'll be right back. I am back. I am back. I couldn't find her, so she must be in the shower in the other bathroom. So, snooze, you lose. Okay. Tommy Dreamer, Lance Storm. Thank you for hanging around tonight, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, please do. These watch alongs do really good views after the fact. It's crazy. Like the views just tick up. I don't know why, but I like it. I got 120,000 views on my WrestleMania 21 watch along from last year for some reason. I love Storm back in these days. He lost the rat tail, which is too much. Lance is one of my favorite people. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that was like the Mr. Perfect move, but inverted. But Lance is really cool to follow on social media. He's really down to earth. Just normal. He's not a fucking weirdo or anything like that. He's not a narcissist. He's not an asshole former wrestler or a clueless former wrestler. He's just a normal dude with good takes and a level head. More people should be like Lance Storm. Props to Credible there. I think he's wearing some Hilfiger. jean shorts. Man, when I was in like 7th grade and 8th grade, maybe even 9th grade, it was all about Tommy Hilfiger. They opened up a Tommy Hilfiger store in the mall, man, and you came to school rock sporting that logo. What a cracker I was. My God. Wish I could go back in time and smack myself on the face and say, don't wear Tommy Hilfiger. Wear this, put on this Vans t-shirt, and here's and here's a pair of slip-on fucking Chucks. Go to school. Shut up. Don't try to impress no one. Oh. I remember those short sleeve collars, they were $40 a piece in 1990. So for inflation adjusted, that's expensive. Oh. Spiny. Is there any pay-per-view, maybe you guys know sites to look this up under? I'm curious the buy rate here for this thing. Not seeing a number on this. Yeah, not too much info, at least on the Wikipedia page about this. I'm curious what kind of pay-per-view buy rate they drew for this thing, because I bought this show. Where the hell was I getting this money from? I don't even understand how I was buying WCW and ECW shows on top of buying every WWE pay-per-view every month. I mean, I had a job and everything, but I wasn't raking it in by any means. I was still kind of check to check, and I had to watch my spending. A lot of times I was broke, but I still managed to go to shows, man. She's got herpes. Trying to think when franchise would officially bounce too, because this has got to be one of his last shows, right? I mean, he's going to go to WCW, and he would be there long enough to already get to WCW and be disgruntled, because I think he was a part of that Radicals walkout, but he chose to stick around probably because he knew he had too many enemies in WWE already. But even though WCW was getting their ass kicked by WWE by this point, they were still able to shell out some pretty decent money contracts, which still made it an attractive place for people to go. I always feel like Triple H succeeded where the franchise didn't. Jawbreaker. You might be right about that, Victor, actually. It might not have been the full $40. I don't remember. Actually. I can probably look on my... Oh, no, I don't know if the old recording would show it either. A lot of times I have, like, the scroll, like from earlier on there, the pay-per-view channel or something where it shows the price. I'll have to look back at my in my book. 1 second. Hold on. Let me try to find it. was going to try to find it while this aired. I have a million of these, but here's 3 big albums I have, all of DVDs. Like this one, for example, is probably it's hard to see it. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, King of the Ring, and Survivor Series, and SummerSlam is all in here. But I know some ECW shows will be in here. This one's got WCW in it. I don't know where I keep my ECW pay-per-views, to be honest. I don't know where I keep them. There's TNA in here. WCW. All Brawl. Slamboree. Here's some pay-per-views I bought of WCW. There's Spring Stampede in 99. I put pay-per-view broadcast on the side. That means I ordered on pay-per-view. Uncensored 99. And Super Brawl 99. I ordered all 3 of those on pay-per-view. What the hell was I doing? Holy shit. In addition to this show here that we're watching. TNA. Pay-per-views back here. All right, so there's no ECW shows here. I don't know where my ECW shows are. Maybe I have them in a different... That was actually... Tommy Dreamer's not known for his just regular-ass wrestling moves, but that was a pretty sweet-looking power slam. In Your House. More... This is just all In Your Houses. Taboo Tuesday, Capital Carnage. Shit like that. New Year's Revolution. Oh, man, I was hoping I would have my ECW ones and we could look at them. This is the last one. This is... No, it won't be in here either. This is all my WrestleManias and shit. Royal Rumble. Yeah, no. Anyway, okay, I thought I could find my ECW pay-per-views while we watched this tag team match. But I can't find them. Oh, I like Lance Storm talking trash. Talk that trash, Lance. Ooh. I feel like Lance caught him there with a stiffy. I have a whole bunch of other albums other than that. I've got full seasons of Raw and Nitro also in those same type of books. But I thought my ECW shows would be in there. Impact players here in control of Dreamer at the moment. Something pussy. Dirty pussy? Ew. Dirty pussy. If they're chanting dirty pussy, that's pretty hilarious. Dirty pussy. That banner on the outside, it says strictlyecw.com. Was that their website at the time? Or that's some other website, some fan website? Because back then, that's what you had to do. There's no Facebook or Twitters or anything. You just had to create a website. 1999. I hadn't even gotten my first computer yet. It happened later on in the year. I bought a compact Presario. Who knows what the gigahertz on it or anything? I have no idea. Probably one of the weakest ass machines you could buy. But the only thing I bought it for was so I could find out what this Napster was all about. It's like, wait a minute, you can just download any music you want? They edited out his middle finger. They edited out Lance Storm's middle finger. They already have women. They already had footage of a woman getting beaten up, but they edit the middle finger. Make it make sense. Smitty, yeah. Shane and Tori Wilson were together for a short time in WCW. when Shane would head there. Because Francine, you know, Dawn Marie went to WWE. Francine never got a contract from, she wasn't in WCW or ECW, I don't think. So she never made the jump. Not sure why. Sexual nature of the wrestling content across all companies back then. Seems like it would have landed her a gig. I mean, WWE signed Nicole Bass for fuck's sake. Well, maybe I caught that wrong. I can't rewind it now, but I would have sworn when I just saw Lance Storm taking that move or something, they blurred his middle finger. So maybe I saw something. Maybe it was just a lighting that blurred it. Wait a second, Ben. Oh, she did come in the WWE ECW? Well, I know she appeared on a one night stand, right? I think she did. But did she actually come in and was on TV? No, right? I do think she was on one of the one night stands. You might be right about that. But I didn't know she was in the company. I've lost recollection of that. And the TNA stuff, I guess, makes sense. But I didn't know that either. I got to try to give TNA a chance. I know they had some good stuff. I need to go back and watch some of the stuff I always failed to watch. The problem is TNA is not going to have a nostalgic effect on me, you know? And that's, that can be a... Fuck these fuckers. Oh, we're just not bleeping anything here. Oh, Dawn Marie with the low blow. I was wondering where she was going. Oh, no, he's going to take her out. Oh, no, there's Jazz. She's got the referee. Oh, we're going to have Francine and Dawn Marie getting into it. Snapmare or stunner, not sure what that was, or maybe it's a LA Knights move. Here we go. Now they're just cat fighting. Yeah, you got to roll around, titties and all that stuff. Make sure the titties are there. Good job. Okay, we're good. Yeah, they're doing what you're supposed to do in 1999. Thong, good. Thong is showing. That's what you want. Lance Storm breaking it up. Oh, Lance. Oh, he shoved. I'm like, did he just punch Francine? I think he shoved her. Jesus, Lance. I liked you better with your rat tail. Here you are hitting women. What a mess ECW was. Fox Star Killer, appreciate $10 from you, my friend. Yeah, network Peacock edits are weird. Believe it or not, Kane beating up fake Mankind on the January 10th, 2000 episode of Raw was edited off the network. What is the decision behind this, you know? Like, what makes them say we need to edit this and not edit something else? Like, who's in charge of this shit? This could be a job for me and us. They could hire me, and then we could just do weekly live streams where we watch all their shit and we decide what needs to be edited and what doesn't. I guarantee you, wrestling fans would be appreciative of the work we did. We'd be legends, all of us. Maybe me more than you. But still you a little. The ladder bridged. I worried it was so long. The ladder's so big, I cannot believe that managed to not hit a fan. Dreamer's got it back. Let's just set the ladder up here because we need to paint the ceiling. Oh, wow. We're going to get a seesaw spot here, you can tell. Oh. You know, I always thought the teeter-totter or the seesaw ladder thing was a Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian creation, but that's the first time I've ever seen it. Ooh, front face suplex. Used to be one-man gang's finisher. I used to be scared of it. Oh, DDT in the abdominal region. What a maneuver. Oh, that's a shitty looking belly to belly. God damn. Don't end the match that way. A Francine versus Shelly Martinez match exists in WWE's version of ECW. That is some crazy shit, man. Kendo stick to the neck. Oh, Francine with the chick kick. Nice job, girl. Fisherman suplex. Pittsburgh plunge, I mean. And it's over. Shane, I think you kind of pinned yourself there, too. That's a double pin. It's a tie. Ha! Referee accidentally raised Lance Storm's hand. He was like, nope, wrong guy. Shane Douglas. Oh, they edited the Rock concerts, too. So fucked up. I'm glad that I recorded what I recorded when I did, because I have a lot of 80s and 90s stuff fresh in its raw, original form that never has to be subject to WWE's bullshit. Pittsburgh plunge. This music is a trip. Who is the girl in the poster in the front row? Tell me that's Shania Twain. I think there's a Shania Twain poster in the front row. Don Callis is here. Look at that hair. What are you doing? Cut that off now. Oh, Lance Storm's coming in. Yo, Cyrus, get your hands off. You virus. You just see Tommy Dreamer come flying in the ring. Oh, no. Oh, no. This can be bad. Oh, they're going to cane Francine? Shh. Good job. Good job, Callis. Good job, Jackal. He just headbutted Francine in her bits. Go cut your hair, you weirdo. What a bunch of crap. What a bunch of crap. This show is a clusterfuck. Thanks to Cyrus the Virus. Oh, God, I hate Just Incredible. Very mad Joey Styles, nice suspenders. Your suspenders are made out of what belts were made out of for men in the 90s, that flexible, weird shit.
For more than half of the matchup, gave Rob Van Dam all he could handle and more.
Yeah, I don't know, Fox Star Kill, or maybe WWE's so insecure they didn't want to make it. They didn't want to make anybody think that real Kane was the one getting beaten up. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, they're going to talk about it? About the RVD Jerry Lynn finish? Okay, take it away. Or did you forget? There he is. Hey, excellent lighting, Paulie. Good job. How much you spend on your lighting here? $11? That's good. We got better lighting in here. Look at us. A clear-cut winner. Yeah. Both of you need to stop talking because you suck at talking. Oh, good. So they do it again. Okay. Do it at the next pay-per-view. Hardcore Heaven. '99 was a weird time. Business has changed, has it not? The business has changed. Mr. PPV. Yeah, as soon as he started calling himself Mr. Monday Night, he never appeared on Monday nights again until ECW dissolved. So then he changed it to Mr. PPV, RVD, in ECW. It's funny when I like if I'm making an overlay or something and it's AEW related and I need a photo of, or I need an image of MJF. And I'm typing in like AEW MJF PNG, and I'm like, there's a lot of fucking initials here. Will my computer understand what I'm looking for? Or will it be like, Greg is out here typing gibberish? All right, here comes Sabu. He's got his chin all taped up there. Broken jaw, apparently. Paulie bounced my check sign. So word was out around this time that Paulie was bouncing checks. Snapping necks and bouncing checks. I have not written a check. I would say in 15 years, maybe even more. I don't even have a checkbook. Concord, North Carolina is where this happened? The broken jaw? Yeah. Ooh, that ring is tight too. Ow. Unification. I like how they just tape the name on it. Because I don't think, well, I guess WCW was doing the nameplates, but WWE didn't bust out the nameplate shit until after WCW, after the buyout. Yes, Taz's music is real. This is what he came out to. I thought it's not even his WWE theme, which is a great theme, by the way. One of my favorites. It sucks that Taz didn't have much of a run in WWE because I thought his theme was badass. I honestly thought it was better than his WCW theme. It was really well composed. It was awesome. One of my favorites. If I was a wrestler, I'd come out to that. Yeah, Taz had a reputation. He was the topic of a lot of debates and discussions. I would read about it in magazines and stuff, you know, because WCW, you know, had the Goldberg run, and so he had this kind of dominant run here. But he was a smaller wrestler, even though he looks huge here. Bombay, Michigan. Taz, look at how big he is. Taz. Oh yeah, I was like, who's the baby face here? Fucking Sabu. Both titles on the line. So this is an extreme death match. Cool. Crackhead Bill Alfonso out there being all cracky. Oh, it was raining up there too? In March in Jersey? That sucks. Extreme death match. Oh, false count anywhere too. That's what that means? Okay. Pretty sure it was the WrestleMania 10 Savage and Crush match 5 years earlier where I first heard of the false count anywhere match. And I'm like, that's an interesting concept. You can pin someone in the shitter? Sure. Fuck out of my way. A lot of F bombs. I don't know if they have a quota to reach, but they've probably hit it. love that ECW purposely tries to find the most average-looking people to be their referees. Not that you need them to be supermodels or anything, but Christ. Every one of these guys looks like your neighbor Dave. Oh, nice. Sabu mat wrestling. I forgot who Taz helped me out. Does anybody know? Who does Taz lose the title to before he goes to WWE? Is it Mike Awesome? Because then he'd come back and beat Mike Awesome for it when he was contracted under WWE, and Awesome was contracted under WCW and had a match in an ECW ring. When Mike Awesome left in the middle of the night to join WCW when he was champion. Mike Awesome. Okay, thanks. So it was him. So he came back and beat him for it. That was really cool when Taz won it back. Won it in like 20 seconds. Ooh. Yeah, and then it was Tommy. Yeah, the Taz was just a temporary solution. Unique situation that allowed them to actually do something like that. And if Paul Heyman was ever going to pick a side, he was going to be definitely more Team WWE than WCW. So he was happy to welcome Taz back to come in and do that. It created a great moment for them. And then I think what did they do on Raw? Because Taz had the belt for a couple of weeks, and then I think he wrestle like a match against Triple H or something on Raw when Triple H was champion. Well, shit, would he have been champion then? Maybe. I feel like we got an ECW champion versus WWE champion or something on Raw. They are in the audience now, where Sabu likes to be. Watch your back. And back then, too, man, I used to go to a lot of shows around this time, and it just felt like security was, I wouldn't say more lax. It was just the audience was much more rabid. They would trample each other, man. I got in a lot of hairy situations at wrestling shows, just people going ape shit trying to, in situations like this or anything to get close to a wrestler. It was like a mob of coyotes on a stake. It was just crazy. ECW chants, they're brawling all the way up to the exit sign there at the top of the arena. Okay, so that was on SmackDown. Okay, so I knew I wasn't remembering that right. I know Taz showed up on WWE TV with the ECW title, and they even showed highlights of him winning the title, I believe, as well, which was cool because the merger had not happened yet. WWE did not own ECW yet, so that was another cool example of cross promotion there, although ECW and WWE had been doing that for years. Holy crap. It's really bizarre. My sister just texted me a photo, a family photo, and she's like, "What year was this?" And I knew exactly what year it was because I remember where we were. We were in Michigan in 1999 for my grandparents' 50th anniversary, which was in March. So it would have been right after, it was end of March. So I watched this on pay-per-view this Sunday. The following Sunday, I was in Philly for WrestleMania. And then the week after that, I was in Michigan for this event, which she just texted me about. And that's really coincidental. I'm like, hey, that's like the same damn couple of weeks of the show we're watching right now on YouTube. Ooh. Look at the space between the table and the floor. Like when that bump happens. Ugh. And remember, no mat out there. That is just pure ass concrete. I feel like, oh God. I forgot what happens. Oh God. Belly to belly. Oh, whoa. Oh, they didn't, they purposely bleeped that. Did you guys get a black box during the bump? They purposely didn't show the bump. Thanks, Benoit. Unless the pay-per-view feed did that, but I feel like that might have been WWE's way of just not showing the bump because it was sick. I'm pretty sure it's shown because I remember what it looks like. Sabu gets folded completely backwards. Yeah, see, did the camera really go out or did WWE do that? Because I remember seeing that bump before. I know how it ends for Sabu. It doesn't end good. Ooh. Taz just calling out everybody else. I love that match on SmackDown too. Triple H had to be the first one out there to beat him. Ugh. Triple H was pretty ruthless and selfish and insecure during the top of his run, and you have to wonder if any of those personality traits or characteristics still exist within him. Because not everybody can have squeaky clean motives, Triple H, who knows what kind of favorites he's playing back there in WWE. Oh, okay. I thought Sabu was going into the audience. From what I can see with the naked eye, I'd probably go 10% or less women on the show. Feels like one woman for every 10 men. Maybe even less than that. There's women there, but there's not a lot of them. Like, look at the hard cam. That's just all dudes. It's like a sea of dudes. I want to pack into a dirty, dimly lit, dingy ass arena. Ooh, the blood. With a bunch of gross, smelly dudes standing in close quarters with them, watching men half naked wrestle. Okay. That's what we like. I don't know why, but we do. Oh. Nope, he's up. Yeah, get the table out of here. Oh, God, this is dangerous. Nice, Rana. Nice. Well executed. In 99, Sabu was always reckless, but he seemed somewhat capable back then. AJ, Taz just calling Sabu a cocksucker. Oh, man. Me and Elizabeth had a really hilarious conversation about that word not long ago. She had a hard time understanding why it was an insult. She goes, "Why is that bad?" And I'm like, "Babe, back in the day when I was a kid and as a young adult, you would use cocksucker in a negative way. It's like an insult." And she was surprised to hear that. And it just tickled me. And we laughed about it. I don't know if that word's been canceled yet or not. Probably has. Click on the, okay. I was like, what does that sign say? All right, so now we got Taz on a table on the outside of the ring, surrounded by those unforgiving folding chairs, a table on the ring, and a third table bridged on the guardrail in the corner. Taz is up. That security guard looks like Eric Watts. I thought the ring was higher. I thought the ring apron was higher than normal rings, but then I realized it's just Taz is short. Oh. That did not look good. That guardrail's way too close to pull off an Arabian power bomb onto the floor. Oh my God, Smitty. I just saw your comment earlier. Mike Awesome, his athleticism blew my mind. It's a shame that he ruined his reputation the way he did business there, leaving ECW. And he did go to WWE for a while after that, after the merger. God, what a table bump. Top rope, onto the table, bridged on the guardrail. Taz kicks out of that somehow. This is false count anywhere. I think if Mike Awesome would have been able to come in and get the machine behind him, think of the main event matches he could have had, you know. My God. Working at the top with your Undertakers and Rocks and all that shit, man. It'd been great. But he was never going to get there. Funniest thing I always remember Mike Awesome for was Kevin Nash calling him Eddie Money. And I'm like, oh my God, he does look like Eddie Money. Cracked me up. You don't know who Eddie Money is. Google Eddie Money. And then you'll be like, oh yeah, I can see that. You know. Is this Test's pump handle? Nope. Pump handle Tazplex. I was about to say, what's the technical term for that, Joey Styles? And you told me. Oh yeah, then he was like the 70s dude. Yeah, they just were stupid. He signed with the wrong company is what he did. He should have just bought his time in WC or ECW and then waited until he got the call from WWE. Because look at how Taz debuted compared to how Mike Awesome debuted. Neither career went anywhere, but if Mike Awesome would have came in and faced Kurt Angle at the Royal Rumble in 2000 after a great run in ECW, dominant run on top as champion, the matches he was having, and he was the one that came out there and he wrestled with Kurt and he kicked his ass and hit him with that big splash and put him down. Oh my God. Taz worked because it was a New York thing, but, you know, God, did he just hit? Jesus Christ. Leg drops scare me because I feel like you can come down right on your ass, right on top of somebody's head, and just crush their head. Oh, man. Take me home tonight. We Are Pro Wrestling. Is Mike Awesome really related to Hogan? For real? I never knew that, I don't think. That hurt his WCW run? Or you mean related like he was related to him in storyline? I don't remember what the hell he was doing in WCW. Maybe you mean that. Maybe they were just... Did they cross paths in the ring or something? I don't remember what the hell happened then. I remember Mike Awesome and Kevin Nash doing something. But... Because I know he debuted attacking Nash. Oh! What's the full Nelson Plex? What's that called? He just hit Sabu with that. Something Tazplex. Very awesome looking bump there. Sabu's covered in blood. Oh, okay. No shit. I knew. So how the hell did I know Horace was related to Hogan, but not Mike Awesome? No, I'm surprised that would hurt his run. I mean, according to wrestling Twitter, the only reason Nia Jax ever got a push is because she's The Rock's cousin. But it's over now. He ain't going nowhere. It's done. One more. He's out. He's out. No, he's not. I thought for sure that was it. He's all tangled in his dress. Oh, that's it now. Oh, you're going nowhere, son. Good night, Sabu. Take Sabu home tonight. Dragon Tazplex, thank you. Oh, he's on the mic. Sabu can't look at you. You just whooped his ass. He's bleeding from the jaw. He's spitting up blood. He's missing a finger. Like, give him a break. In hindsight, looking back at all this now, I can see. I felt it at the time too. Like, the bloom was off the ECW rose. WWE was starting to do what ECW was doing, even better than them, and with a much more polished look. And a lot of what they were doing was no longer innovative. You know, they were just relying on their core, relying on their identity, and that everything they got them there. But WWE was taking it to different levels, man. Still had some great matches on these shows and these pay-per-views and stuff, but overall it felt like some of that special ECW magic wasn't there. That whole entire New Jack match felt really forced. Like, oh, you have to go out there, hit him with a bunch of shit, dive off a balcony just because you have to do that. Oh, look at this. We get a little post-pay-per-view video package. Oh, I forgot about that match. Antifas Del Norte went down, man. It's a shame. Antifas Del Norte. I'm ready for his Hall of Fame induction. Hopefully Vince McMahon will put him in since they had such a good relationship. Love that frog splash. That's one of my favorite frog splashes of all time, is that one. That's so good. That whole thing was stupid. I didn't enjoy any of that. I do like New Jack, though. A lot of this was stupid, too. Good seeing Sid, but Sid then just demolishing Spike at the end was ridiculous. I like this music, guys. This was ridiculous. The stretcher on the back of Devon, nuts. Hey, is this a knockoff of Good Shot, Man? That song? That's why they say, hey, man, nice shot. It's like a knockoff of that. Are they going to show this now? Let's see if they block it again. Yes, they showed it. Well, they showed it at a different angle. So maybe they didn't want to show the neck bump. I don't know. Oh, that might have been the worst bump of all. That might have been what made Sabu's jaw bleed. Crazy. Oh, man. Y'all want to watch Living Dangerously 2000? I wish I had time, but I don't. I got to get some stuff together because my plan was to do a post-Raw podcast on Tuesday. That is out now because now I have plans on Tuesday. Excuse me. And I'm not going to be available. So instead, we're going to come up and do a pre-Raw video of some kind. I might record it. I might come up live. I'm not sure yet. Probably I'll come up live tomorrow and we'll talk a little bit about Collision. We'll preview Raw and we'll talk about the CM Punk and Hangman Page stuff and apparently some more issues backstage in AEW with Ryan Nemeth getting in trouble or something. So we'll find out about that. Probably be up here tomorrow at some point to talk about it. But thanks again for being here tonight. It was fun watching ECW. We're going to switch back to WWE next week. We just have to decide which one we want to do. So I'll think about it. You guys can hit me on social media with your suggestions of any WWE show that you want to do. It doesn't really have to be specific to August or anything. We've done a lot of SummerSlam. So if there's some random fun show you can think of, mid-90s would be great, that we can do. Hit me up on the Twitters or wherever with your suggestions. Thanks again for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and I will be catching